Anthony Cartano here, the internet's busiest music
Oh my
nerd.
god, bro. I'm trolling so hard.
And it's time for a review of this new
Switch.
Roddy Ricch
I
album,
trolled
Live
so
Life
hard,
Fast.
bro, with that very
This is
early,
the
bro.
sophomore
I don't know
album
why it
of
gave me a
Compton
moving
rapper
shot, bro.
and singer Roddy Ricch. A project I was pretty excited to get into just to see how Roddy would follow up such an explosive entry into the mainstream with one of the most viral tracks of the 2010s, The Box.
You know, the sound the box makes.
What box? What box?
This one.
So yeah, there was The Box, and also a very good debut album that had some quality tracks on it and a lot of potential too. This project showcased vocals that were
giving the rebound, bro.
cuts
So
above
lucky.
your average auto crooner or mellow trap artist. So with this new LP, I was kind of just hoping that Roddy would build on the best ideas from Please Excuse Me, but it's kind of obvious from the opening track that this LP is going to be a very different experience. The spoken word intro and the grand arranged instrumental passages that almost seemed kind of Kanye-esque. I thought we were honestly in for a pretty ambitious undertaking here, but Live Life Fast is definitely a switch up, but sadly it's not a great one.
He needs to go up more,
like,
don't be scared to go up.
Track after track,
He ain't gonna jump.
I'm just patiently waiting,
jump.
sitting here, hoping for Roddy to play to his strengths, but he never really does. If there's anything historically that set Roddy apart from many other artists out there, it's that he could really sing. He's got a good voice, a good range, and occasionally when he gets kind of out there with his inflections, he can remind me of Young Thug without sounding exactly like Young Thug.
This song is hard. This
There's
song's
not
hard.
a lot of
Fucking
this
hard.
on Live Life Fast. Much of the time here, Roddy seems content just to rap, and when he does drop melodies, they're kind of mild. Sadly, this leads to a lot of tracks that are middle of the road or just fall flat on their face. The chorus on All Good, for example, is absolutely awful. My hoes all good, I fuck 'em all good, my credit all good, bitch, I'm always good. Way more awkward than you would ever want a chorus to be, and on top of that, the verses sound like Big Sean if he had absolutely no wordplay. The effortless hook on Roller Coastin' pretty much rolls by without much of an impression. Roller Coastin'. The different vocal mixes on Hibachi sound like Roddy and Kodak Black and 21 Savage recorded the thing over a Zoom call. The boredom on this record continues until we hit a weird spot on the song No Way, which has a feature from Jamie Foxx. But the Jamie Foxx feature is nothing more than a glorified spoken outro on the track that leads us into the next song, Slow It Down, which is actually a great slow jam with beautiful vocal work from Ty Dolla $ign, but this track only ends up being sort of an interlude. It ends out of nowhere, it's cut short, despite being the best sounding track on the record so far. And why we even need to go into this detour in the first place, I don't know, because it's not like this outro and interlude
Come on, I missed the shot, I'll go to the rebound, let's go, that's what matters.
Slower, more mellow, emotional tracks. The track Man Made right after with its vocal lines and MIDI pianos just sounds like a Rod Wave song. Then Murda One is a Kenny Beats produced drill cut with 5EO Foreign on it. It's not bad, but it just kind of adds to this record's overall lack of focus.
Let's go.
As the album doesn't really feel like Roddy forging a song of his own or proving that his first record wasn't just a fluke. There's no direction, specificity, or one thing Roddy is doing particularly well on this record. It just kind of seems like he's hopping on a bunch of different waves.
Let's go! We're popping off right now.
The first track on this thing that feels like it would genuinely fit into the Please Excuse Me track list is Everything You Need. But even Roddy's very passionate vocal performance on that track does falter in part. Roddy does actually come through with some of those wild, expressive inflections on Late at Night, but at this point in the track list, it's kind of too little too late. This is right at the tail end of the record, and this song only serves as a reminder of what this record was kind of missing all the way up until this point. I'm also kind of surprised by the sudden spacey jazz fusion intro that kicks off a move to Miami. The drums are cool, and the droning synth layers are pretty entrancing. As I was listening to it, I was hyped to hear what is Roddy gonna do over this. This is insane. But then as the track really begins, it just drops.
Who requested this?
Me.
Was he?
Yeah.
generic
Hey,
track
hey,
beat,
Lin
totally
Bay.
sets things up with this
let's
jazzy
turn up the
intro
scene.
for no reason whatsoever. The last leg of the record is as uninspired as the first. I would say the closing track here is the definition of phoning
I'm a
it
little
in.
Florida
And this record
boy.
overall just kind of feels like Roddy has nothing, or feels like he has
Limbo.
nothing left to prove or do. The
Like,
amount of success
one
he's
man.
seen off of his breakout single and album
These niggas
seems
not
to
island
be
boys at
enough
all,
to have
bro.
put him in a position where he no longer seems willing to try anything.
Oh, they're playing Lockdown
that
big,
new,
bro.
daring,
They're
or
so
interesting.
disgusting, bro.
He barely seems
They're
even
so
motivated
disgusting,
to write
bro.
a legitimately catchy hook.
They're
I
so
hope with the speed
disgusting.
at which artists release music today,
Let's
Roddy
put them in a mud.
can bounce back on
We
another
got 10.
project, on a
Oh.
mixtape, something.
Let's put them in a mud, nigga.
Hey, limbo.
Bringing it back.